Interesting facts about the Bible, part 100. Did you know that Romans 7 isn't talking about how we aren't supposed to keep Torah, the law, anymore, but it is referencing a Jewish teaching called Yetzer HaTov and Yetzer Hara, the two inclinations. Remember, Rabbi Paul was a rabbi and a Pharisee, so he was teaching Jewish theology to the people. So in Jewish teaching, Tov and Ra are Hebrew words used for good and evil inclinations that each person has. It's that struggle, that war inside of you. In Noah's day, the Lord saw the wickedness of man was great on the earth, and that every intent, Yetzer, of the thoughts of his heart was only evil, Ra, continually. So we see this ideology already mentioned in Genesis. And David tells us that surely I was sinful at birth, sinful from the time my mother conceived me in Psalm 51:5. And that is that our evil inclination is strong from the very beginning. This is what Paul is talking about in Romans 7:21. So I find the principle that evil is present in me, the one who wants to do good. For I delight in the Torah of God with respect to the inner man, but I see a different law in my body parts, battling against the will of my mind and bringing me into bondage under the law of sin, which is in my body parts. So this is Yetzer HaTov and Yetzer Hara. If you have no background or cultural knowledge of the Jews, this means something entirely different to Christians who are reading it outside of the culture it was written in. And again, in Romans 2, he says, "For it is not the hearers of Torah who are righteous before God, rather it is the doers of Torah, the law, who will be justified. For when Gentiles who do not have the Torah do by nature the things of Torah, they are a law to themselves, even though they do not have the Torah. The show of the work of Torah is written in their hearts." So instead of just following Torah by the letter and doing what somebody told you to do, once you have Yeshua in your life, you have that Holy Spirit. It is written on your heart. And you by nature keep the law of God, not some list of rules that you memorize just to do to keep from sinning, but that it's written on your hearts now and you just do it naturally. It doesn't mean that we do not have to follow the law of God anymore.